Today is quite beautiful because it has been snowing. Lublin is the 9th most populated city in Poland. So this is the Burger extermination camp in Lublin, which was located just 4 kilometers away from the city center. And from here you can see the whole city. And on the way to Lublin, we made a small stop. I don't know if this exists in your country or not, but at least in my country, Guatemala, where I come from, this is something that doesn't exist. I think it's very comfortable because every 30-40 kilometers is possible for you to stop. In a parking, we mainly use it for going to the toilet. People can park there. Some even have some vending machines. Here you have some tables, and especially during the summer, I think it's possible for you to come with your family and eat something. Right now, of course, because of the winter, it's not possible. But as I said, it is comfortable for us because we just go to toilet, go back to the car, and we can continue without having to stop for a long time. Hello, our first stop is the Lake Zęborzyczkie, which is located just 8 kilometers away from the city center of Lublin. And I think it's a very popular destination for people who live here, for tourists from different parts of the country, I'm sure. I think you can see that today is quite beautiful because it has been snowing, so it gives it a different vibe. But during the summer, I remember when we used to live here that we didn't come that often, but eventually, especially to a restaurant that is nearby, which is called Playa Marina. We had a friend, Blacha. He used to love coming here every time, so he was always telling us, come on, let's go to Playa Marina, let's go there. And we actually came sometimes, and it was a nice place. He was a friend of us who lived in Spain, in Gran Canaria, and that's why he was so into Spanish music, Spanish restaurants, Spanish everything. And that's why we came to Playa Marina with him a couple of times. And here, I think it is possible to go and swim in the lake. I would recommend not to do it now because I think the water is freezing and could be even dangerous for you. But during summer, I don't remember seeing a lot of people swimming though, but I'm sure it's possible. I wanted to fly Tori today. Tori is my drone, but I'm not gonna be able to because it's so windy. The wind is so strong right now that even the microphones are struggling. And I just don't think this place is that popular for the winter because we parked in a place where we were supposed to pay 5 zlotys per hour, but there was nobody there and there are just a couple of cars. During the summer, yes, a lot of people come here. Imagine it gets dark around 9-10 p.m. So it's a different time of the year in which you can enjoy it much more. I have to say that today it looks beautiful because of the snow, but much better in my opinion in the summer. As I said, there are just 2 cars in the parking. Our second stop of today, the flat where we used to live when we lived here in Lublin. We lived in Lublin for a year and a half in a block of flats which is 5 kilometers away from the old town. It is a strange feeling because we have so many memories there. We spent the COVID there, we spent the whole pandemic there. It was the first place where I lived here in Poland, so there are a lot of memories, good memories. And it is a strange seeing it because now it belongs to someone else, and it's like you still have in your mind the idea that you're going to open the door and open your flat, but it's not possible anymore. So it's kind of strange. At least it's good to see it and to walk around a bit to remember those good times. Some of the memories that we have here is that we had to go to the supermarket, and the nearest Lidl is about 800 meters there, but we didn't have a car, so we had to go walking. It was nice to go for a walk and everything, but coming back home carrying all the shopping, that was just not nice, especially when we had to buy water and we had to carry not only the things that we bought but also the water, and it was so tiring walking those 800 meters. I know it doesn't sound that much, but come on, when you reach this small hill, which is not that small when you're carrying all that stuff, it is just almost impossible to do it. And I think it's visible right there that the kids are sledding. That's something that I just never, oh my god, I was about to fall down. I just don't think I had the chance to sled while we were living here, because it actually snowed just a couple of times and we didn't have one, so we were not ready for that. But I'm seeing that this is a perfect hill for the kids to do it. And this park, which is just in front of Block of Flats where we used to live, it's a very popular park around the area because, as you can see in the background, there are a lot of buildings, there are a lot of blocks of flats that are nearby, so a lot of people come here, and so did I. Also here I discovered that dogs are able to walk in the snow without a problem, because my dog in Guatemala, as I mentioned in a previous video, he needs to wear a sweater even when the temperature drops to 10 degrees above zero. But here dogs are crazy about snow and they love running. And there is something interesting that the kids are doing there. They are using something that is called yabushka, which means apple, something like that, and it is some kind of sled shaped as an apple made of plastic that they just sit on it and they slide on the snow, and it looks really fun. I think for kids it's a really great idea to use it here in the snow. Let me know in the comments if you've ever sled and if you've ever used one of those yabushka that I said. This is a dog park. I remember coming here one time and I witnessed an unfortunate situation because a big dog started fighting with another dog, and it was sad because the other dog was actually bleeding. I can see that the dogs are actually having a lot of fun, but I don't know if you would trust to leave your dog. Let me know in the comments if you would leave your dog to play freely in the dog park. Our next stop is Katolicka Uniwersytet Lubelskie, or the Catholic University of Lublin. We are here, we're visiting here. This is where Ola studied psychology. In Lublin there are 340,000 inhabitants, meaning that in terms of population, Lublin is the 9th most populated city in Poland. There are 9 universities here, making it a city where there are a lot of students, not only from all over Poland, but also from different countries. I remember living here that we saw a lot of students who were from very different countries. I'm reading here that this university was founded in 1918, exactly when Poland gained independence, because Poland gained independence in 1918, right after the First World War finished. We wanted to eat in the restaurant called Queen Mama. This restaurant, Queen Mama in Lublin, serves, in our opinion, the best pizza that we have ever tried. We wanted to go there, but we found out that it's not possible to make a reservation for today anymore. But I remember that there is a restaurant near the university where there are really nice burgers, and my favorite is the one that has shrimps, the burger with shrimps and avocado. I love shrimps. Probably shrimps are my favorite food in the world. We're heading there and I'll let you know if there is a space available for us. We are walking now in front of the Center of Culture in Lublin. It is a huge building and it actually looks very nice. Here in this place you can find expositions, galleries, there is also a cinema. It's so slippery. Concerts. It's a place where a lot of interesting things happen and it is really near the center. I remember going there because there is a hall that is made of windows and the pictures there look really nice. And we're in the restaurant that is called Red Rock City. This is a restaurant that serves really good burgers. I saw that there was also other options such as ribs, steak, salads, but we have ordered burgers. This is a restaurant that has some kind of an American style, as you can see on the walls, you can see it on the tables. You can even hear it on the music because they're playing this typical American rock from the 50s, 60s, 70s. This is the burger. I think it's got a great size. It's got the 3 shrimps, the pickles that are delicious, and I'm starving because we waited about 30 minutes for this burger and I'm going to start right away. I'm gonna try it right now. I think it's gonna fall, but And I have just realized that I might have been speaking a bit too loud, and I didn't realize that the microphone is really close to my face, so I hope it wasn't that bad. Anyways, we are right now in Plac Litewski. This place is just for pedestrians, no cars are allowed here. And in summer there is a fountain there in the back that is spraying water, and the kids are jumping and running, the parents are sitting there. I don't remember if dogs are, no, I don't think dogs are going there because there are way too many kids. Anyways, people are here on the bikes, people are sitting, and in summer it is amazing. I don't know if I had mentioned this already, but right now we are at -2 degrees, so it is very, very cold, or minus. If you keep walking from Plac Litewski into the direction of Brama Krakowska, or the Krakow Gate, you're going to reach the Old Town, and that's where we're heading right now. And in this street between Plac Litewski and Brama Krakowska, you're going to find a lot of good restaurants, which in my opinion are a bit more affordable than the ones that are in the Old Town. I'm a bit sad because there is not a goat anymore. Here there used to be a goat, because the goat is the animal which is representing the city. The goat is the animal that is in the flag, but I just noticed that they removed the guy. Why, Lovely? Why did you take the goat? Friends, we have found the mini goat. Sadly, it's not as big as it used to be, but at least there is a goat. Once you cross the Krakow Gate, you're going to find yourself in the Old Town of Lublin. Lublin was founded in the 13th century, so imagine it's got years and years of history, and you can tell the difference coming from Plac Litewski. Once you cross here, you're going to see that the architecture of these buildings is different. An interesting fact about Lublin is that there is not a market square here. It's just the Old Town, which are some streets, beautiful streets, in which it's worth coming and visiting, because you're going to find something to drink, you're also going to find something to eat, and you're going to see the beautiful streets, the old buildings. It's a sight to see. If you come here, if you come to Lublin, you cannot miss this place. There is an interesting festival that happens in Lublin every year during the summer, and it is that a lot of trapeze artists are coming here, and they hang cables around, and they are crossing here in the Old Town. So that's something really interesting, and if you're here during the summer, you should investigate dates of that event, because it's really interesting to see them crossing the old buildings in the Old Town. Our next stop is the Lublin Castle. You have to continue straight from the main street on the Old Town, cross the bridge, a small walking bridge, and you are already here. You cannot miss it. We're going to walk a bit inside. We're going to explore a bit around. And now we are heading to the top of the Lublin Tower. As you can see, and as I said before, the main material that it was used for the construction of this tower was brick. And there are not so many steps as I thought. I mean, it's like a ramp which is going around the tower, and we're going to see how long it takes us to get there. I think the most popular concentration camp in Poland is Auschwitz, of course, but there is also a concentration camp that was located in Lublin, and it was an extermination camp. I was just reading that according to historians, they don't really know exactly, because there were not so many documents that they can find to see how many people died in the extermination camp. But some say that we're from 400,000 Jewish to 1.5 million people from other cultures, and some others say that was 80,000 Jewish and 200,000 from other communities. So it's not known exactly, but what is for sure is that there was a termination camp in Lublin, which was located just 4 kilometers away from the city center. It's called Majdanek. And you know something, we lived 1.5 years here in Lublin, and we never came to this place. Sometimes you live in a place and you don't discover so many places that are really worth it. So I invite you to go out in the place where you live and try to discover a new place where you haven't been, because I have to tell you that I am impressed by the view that we have here, and I completely recommend that if one day you come and visit Lublin, you must come to the top of the tower. You have to pay only 10 zlotys, and from here you can see the whole city. I didn't think that it was like that, so I am still impressed and shocked, and I'm so happy that we decided, because we thought that it was closed. I mean, it was dark already, nobody was around, but the tickets are in a machine. There is no one, there is no ticket office. You have to go to the machine, you pay it by card, and then you scan your ticket. Don't miss it. Lublin, it is a place worth visiting. Totally worth to come to this beautiful city, in which you're going to find a lot of things to see. You're also going to find a lot of places to go, a places where you can eat something very nice, a lot of places to drink something. So make sure to pay a visit to Lublin. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe, because this is the end of today's video. Next up is Warsaw.